UvaldeRadio.net. Good, happy Friday morning to you. I'm Robert Miguel. Excited. Our next guest is going to give us a scoop on what's going on Uvalde's like crown jewel. You know, the pride and joy of Uvalde, Texas. The director of the Uvalde Grand Opera House. Joining me, Miss Caitlin Visel.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Hello.
It's been a while. I mean, they've been kind of sporadic lately because there's been so much going on, right?
Yeah, there's been a ton going on. We took a small little break for Christmas and all that, and now we're hitting it hard.
Yeah, lots going on, lots of activity. So, Caitlin, before we get into it, give us a quick introduction on you. How long have you been to the Opera House now? Is it coming up on 3 years already, I think? And then give us some
Over 3 years.
Over 3,
yeah.
Wow.
My name is Caitlin. Okay, let me clarify. I'm Caitlin Visel. I've been here for over 3 years. So I got to deal with COVID and all that as a manager here at the Opera House. But we love our Opera House. We're excited. We've got some improvements that have been happening the last couple years. And so new seating layout for those who haven't been in since December. And it's just really fun. We got new carpet. And it's a great place for the community to have arts and a place to just be together. With no, outside stuff.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Right there in the center of town. I mean, a historical venue, and it's just such a beautiful thing. I'd like to real quick mention that, we just had our dad and daughter dance there Valentine's weekend, and of course, the dads, the daughters had such a great time. So thank you guys for allowing us to host it there. It was a great time for all.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of the Opera House. Like we can have a concert, or we can have dad and daughter dance, or we can have trivia night. So we're multifunctional and happy to be part of the community, and happy to start having more regular programming. Now,
before we get into your very full calendar, for those who are either new listeners or out of town, give us that quick overview on the history of the Opera House.
Okay. Tell me if I start talking too long.
Okay.
So the Opera House was built in 1891. It was a group of 6 gentlemen got together. They decided that even though Uvalde was the wild, wild west, we needed some arts in our lives. So they commissioned the Opera House to be built. It was built and completed in 1891, so it is the oldest operating opera house in the state of Texas.
Nice.
Ownership changed hands a bunch. At one point, in 1917, John Nance Garner purchased the building, so he owned it for forever, and his family inherited it. And then the upstairs, the theater portion, had sort of fallen to ruin. It had been converted to office space and then abandoned, and so Garner's family sold it to the city of Uvalde for $10 with the stipulation that the city get it back to a working condition as a theater and use it going forward for community stuff. We went through a 3-year renovation from 1979 to 1982, and now here we are, however many years that is later. And so it's a 132-year-old building.
Wow.
It was restored mostly to historical accuracy with a few modern embellishments, such as, instead of having the stage floor sloped, where the audience was sloped, because it's just easier that way. Yeah. But yeah, it's a wonderful place with just full of history, and it is a center for the performing arts here in Uvalde, and we love being that place for people. So.
Well, if you want to find even more history, go to uvaldeoperahouse.org. I think you guys have a page kind of dedicated to that story. And you know what? 132 years. That is some history. And Kayla, now you're there 3 years. You're kind of an extended footnote in the Opera House's, rich history now, too. I'm so sorry I missed your 3-year anniversry. Tell us how that went.
Well, it kind of just blew by. Yeah. Crazy. And, my counterpart, Camille Sanders Jeffcoat. So that's why I had to clarify that I'm Caitlin Visel. I'm not Camille's sister.
Okay.
Different Caitlin.
That's right.
But
okay.
She's been here for 3 years as well, in February. So we've both been here for 3 years, and we we're happy to continue as long as they'll have us.
Well, congratulations again, man. Time is fun. I swear we lost a year with that pandemic, so everything is like, a year behind on me.
Everything's weird.
So again, we got Caitlin Visel here. She's the director/manager of the Uvalde Grand Opera House, and there's so many cool things going on. I know the big thing this weekend is Family Feud, or rather, Uvalde Feud. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. And go ahead and give us all the details on how that's going to go.
Okay, so Uvalde Feud is our own take on Family Feud. So we've got 8 teams competing on behalf of local charitable entities. So, we've got the Children's Bereavement Center, CASA, the Good Eggs, Flights to Forever. We've got a whole bunch of them. So we have 8 teams competing. It'll start at 6 o'clock, and it's like a bracket system. So we did a random draw. So round 1 is whoever we drew. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't tell you that. But so there will be 4 rounds. Every team will compete at least once, and then the winners will move on to the next set of rounds. And we'll just whittle it down until we have an overall champion. And so they're competing for money for these organizations. And I want to shout out to our sponsors.
Okay.
Thank you to the 501 Ranch, Southwest Texas Veterinary Medical Center, Hill Country Sun, Tree City Tea and Water, Southern Lace Marketplace, Encina Properties, and Mi Vida. So all of those entities have donated graciously to our funds. So not only will 50% of all the ticket sales go to the winning team, the teams that win will win money for their organization. So we have over $2,000 up for grabs.
Wow, that's awesome.
And what we've done is we've put in place a fail-safe. So even if you don't win anything, you still get a little money.
Oh.
So every team will walk away with a small donation at minimum to the charity that they're competing for.
Now, as far as gameplay goes, are these questions not unlike Family Feud? Do they have a Uvalde spin? Is there some local flavor? Give us an idea of what we can expect as far as the gameplay goes.
So I will say that we have made it very PG, where Family Feud can sort of toe the line, which I appreciate the humor, but we've eliminated any of that. So these are all family friendly. You can bring your kids. It's a blast, and they're not supposed to hear or see anything inappropriate on the scoreboard or the answer board. We did our own survey, so it may not be the same answers that something from Uvalde or from Family Feud may have, because we did our own survey and we eliminated all the inappropriate answers.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a mix. It's a mixed bag. There's some Uvalde flair, but then there's some that are just, whatever.
Kind of general knowledge stuff. Yeah, very cool.
I couldn't come up with that many questions about Uvalde with multiple answers.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
A lot of stuff about Uvalde, there's 1 or 2 right answers. We needed stuff with 8.
Now, again, like you said, tickets are available, and half those ticket proceeds go to the winning charities and whatnot. But go and give us all the pertinent details. What time, ticket prices, all that good stuff.
Saturday, February 25th. We will have the doors open at 5:15. It is general seating, so you just pay your ticket price and you get to pick where you sit. The show will start at 6, so you do not have to be here at 5:15 unless you just want to sit in the front row. And that's not even what I recommend. But, do whatever you want to do. The ticket prices are, general admission tickets are $10. Kids 10 and under are $5. So you can get those tickets on our website, uvaldeoperahouse.org, or you can find it on our Facebook, and it'll link you out to it. So, and like I said, it is general admission seating, so there's no picking your seat until you get here that day. So that's up to y'all. And then we'll have beer, wine, soda, and water available for purchase, and no food or gum is allowed in the auditorium.
Hey, now, I know you recruited a local celebrity to be your host. I know he's already done this for you guys once before, so what can we expect from JJ up there?
JJ is fantastic at everything he does, in my opinion. But he is a great showman, and he has really embraced the whole Steve Harvey vibe. but brought a Uvalde flair to it. So JJ will be the host, and he'll be the one asking the questions and chatting with the teams and getting the information from the judges and all of that. So we're excited to have him on board, and we're excited for our judges, and we've got an official scorekeeper. It's going to be so much better than the last time. So if you came last time and you thought, wow, that was great, it's going to be so much better, so you should come again. And it's going to be all different questions and different teams. It's just going to be really fun.
That is awesome. Well, it sounds like a great family event. Again, that's this Saturday, March 25th, Uvalde Opera House. Doors at 5:15. Party game time is at 6 o'clock. And get your tickets at uvaldeoperahouse.org or at the door. So that's great. And I know there's a whole bunch more to go through. So, Caitlin, go ahead and give us a rundown on, I guess you guys have auditions. You guys have the big Tony Holt throwback concert coming up soon. You guys got a really cool blues rock musician coming to town. Give us a rundown on the calendar.
We'll start with the auditions because those are the next things coming up. So this Sunday and Monday, so February 26th and 27th, we have auditions for the Opera House's stage production of Dracula, which is a radio play. So we're doing a radio play version of Dracula. If you don't know what a radio play is, Google it. It's really cool.
All right.
but those auditions will be Sunday from 4 to 7 and Monday from 6:30 to 8:30. The director is Miss Karen Miller Barnes, so we're excited to have her back directing with us. And then the next week, we have auditions for our UPOP summer program, which is, if you don't know what UPOP is, it is a month-long youth theater program. So they come and they work most of July, and then they put on a production at the end of the month. It's fabulous, and we're excited.
Yeah.
So that show is going to be Footloose the Musical.
Cool.
Which is very, very exciting.
It's awesome.
So Miranda Dvorak is going to be our director. She works at the school district, and she was our stage manager for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and we just love her. So Camille and I are excited to have someone who's a little more knowledgeable about theater things and the technical side of everything to help teach the kids. Yeah,
that'll be less stress on you. Give you an opportunity to cut loose.
Yeah, that's right. So those auditions are Sunday, March 5th from 4 to 7, and Monday, March 6th from 6 to 8. And we'll have cold read stuff available, but if anybody wants to prepare something, you're welcome to do that. And then we'll have you sing for 30 seconds. So if you want to sing something for us, or if you don't know anything, we'll have some options for you.
Get on out there and nail the audition. It's going to be a good time. That's exciting to hear about. All right, so auditions coming up soon, and you can find the Uvalde Opera House Facebook for information about those too, if you didn't all write it down. But what else you got on the calendar?
Okay, so then at the end of Saturday, March 25th, we've got Tony Holt's production of the Hit Parade, which is music from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. She puts on a great show, and it's another community-centered thing. So these are people that you go to work, you work with, you go grocery shopping with, or whatever. People you see on the streets are the ones performing, and it's fabulous. I know the high school will be involved, and then just the talent in Uvalde is astounding always. But it's a really fun show, and it's a wide variety of all different types of music from that era. So it's really fun, and Tony is fabulous. So we love having that here.
That's really exciting. Again, that's going to be the Hit Parade on Saturday, March 25th, you said, right? And just a big variety show, 40s, 50s, 60s music. It's always a good time. I really try not to ever miss that program. So very cool. And then tell me about this Carvin Jones guy, because I know he just wanted to come by Uvalde and play, bought out the theater, right? And he's put on a show. Have you got a chance to listen to his music?
I've listened to it a little bit. He's fantastic. I'm really excited. We've had a lot of really good feedback from people in the community who are like, yeah, this sounds great. We're excited. But he's a fabulous blues guitarist. And he just called one day and said, hey, I want to put on a show at the Opera House. Can I rent it? And so he is, and we're going to have him here. So those tickets are available on his website, not on my website. So it's all through his stuff, but it is here at the Opera House. So
now, is there a link on the Opera House website to his website?
There is.
Okay.
Yes. So if you go to our upcoming shows and events and scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find his information and a link to his page.
And again, that show is going to be on Saturday, April 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Carvin Jones,
April 1st. Yeah.
The king of strings. And I sampled some of his stuff on YouTube, and he sounds awesome. Also, I'm working on getting an interview with Carvin Jones here on Uvalde Radio, so we'll play some of his music and talk to him as well, and get a little bit better look into what's happening there. All right, what else you got on the docket?
Yeah, so the end of April, so April 27th through the 30th is when we will put on our Dracula production. So April 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th is Dracula at the Opera House. But it's not the gory version, I promise. It's a radio play. It's like a retelling of the story from the non-vampires' perspective.
Now, I'm glad that it's not super gory, but it's not like sparkly vampire, is he?
No. It's like Van Helsing telling the story of an encounter with Dracula.
Nice. All right.
So it's a very interesting take on Bram Stoker's novel, I guess is how to say it.
And I'm excited because, you guys don't have a whole lot of, I guess, darker, more gothic, type of material at the Opera House, at least not in my recent memory. So this is kind of, I think it'll be a cool kind of different, theme thematically,
Yeah, it'll be different, and we're excited about it. So I'm excited, like I said, I'm excited to have Karen back to direct. She's wonderful to work with, and she brings a whole new perspective. I can read these all day long and think, oh my gosh, how are we going to do that? And then I send them to these creative people, and they're like, oh, we can do that, no problem. Great. So that'll be the end of April. And then, like I said, the month of July is dedicated to U-Pop. So we've got the kids here basically the whole month, and then the 27th through the 29th or 30th is those productions. So...
All right, lots of stuff going on, spring and into the summer. And then, of course, in the fall and winter, you guys will be, going too. So, again, all the details can be found at uvaldeoperahouse.org. Be sure and find them on Facebook. You guys got a pretty strong Instagram, too, right? Any other social medias you guys use?
We have a Twitter. Sometimes it tweets and sometimes it doesn't. And then, we had a TikTok, but we can't use it anymore. So...
darn that government oversight.
I know. But one other thing I want to mention, this is like a far in the future, gonna happen. You can count on it. We are going to have Mystery at the Opera House again this year.
Oh, nice.
It'll be October 19th through the 21st, so the weekend before the weekend of Halloween. And it's going to be very different than it was last year and very different than any year we've done it. So.
Oh, what do you mean? Please, give us some details. What's going on there?
So, for example, the first year we did this, it was very small groups, and you had one actor in each scene that you went through, and it was through the whole Opera House. And then the second year, you went through the whole Opera House, but you went the opposite direction, and it was just an entirely different storyline. And then last year we did this, we had a dinner theater vibe. And this year it's going to be way more escape room heavy.
Oh, okay.
Way more like an escape room. With still some actors, but way less. If you came last year, there were 25 actors. So it'll be maybe 3 this year.
So I don't know about you guys. Always evolving, always changing, always kind of tweaking. Yeah, very cool. All right, so again, we've been talking to Caitlin Visel here from the Uvalde Grand Opera House. The big news is tomorrow, Saturday, Uvalde Feud, 6 p.m. Doors open at 5:15. 8 teams of 4 competing game show style to benefit local nonprofits. Get your tickets at uvaldeoperahouse.org/feud or at the box office. Is there anything else we need to mention, Caitlin?
I don't think so, but we're excited, and we hope to see everyone here.
All right. Well, we nailed it then. All right. Well, it's good catching up with you and the Opera House. Please send Camille my love, and I will see you this weekend, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Robert.
All right. Thank you. It's going to wrap it up with Caitlin Visel, Uvalde Opera House, here on UvaldeRadio.net.